This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for October 10th, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.62 points or 0.15% to 411.13. Total trade volume was down with only 29,939 shares changing hands at a total value of 182 million real or around $44,750. Two stocks were up on the main board. The Phnom Penh Autonomous Port led the market up 0.45% or 60 real to 13,360 real per share, while Cam GSM was up 0.41% or 10 real to 2,450 real per share. On the other hand, two stocks were also down. The Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority was down 0.62% or 40 real to 6,400 real per share, while Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ was down 0.45% or 10 real to 2,220 real per share. The rest of the main board remained flat, including Grand Twins International, the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, Akleda Bank, Pestec Cambodia, and MJQ Education. On the growth board, DBD Engineering remained flat, while JS Land was down 0.29% or 10 real to 3,440 real per share. Akleda Bank once again recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 19,385 shares changing hands at a total value of 144.7 million real or around $35,500, making up roughly 63% of total shares traded on October 10th. MJQ Education recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, however with a sizable gap from the highest, with only 4,602 shares changing hands at a total value of 9.4 million real or roughly $2,310, accounting for 15% of Thursday's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD weakened to 4,066 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly up to 102.88. The US dollar rose to a 10-week peak against the yen on Thursday as markets grew more confident about a patient approach by the US Federal Reserve to further monetary easing, even as a key inflation report loomed later in the day. Looking at global commodities, oil prices rose on Thursday underpinned by a spike in fuel demand as a major storm barreled into Florida and concerns about potential supply disruptions in the Middle East amid heightened tensions between Israel and major oil producer Iran. Brent crude futures rose 24 cents or 0.3% to $76.82 a barrel. Gold prices nudged higher while traders awaited key U.S. inflation data due later in the day to gauge the U.S. Federal Reserve's future monetary policy stance. Spot gold was up 0.2% at $2,613.49 per ounce after easing for the previous 6 sessions. Prices scaled a record high last month. U.S. gold futures gained 0.2% at $2,630.90. U.S. stock futures were slightly down Thursday morning as investors looked ahead to the release of September's Consumer Price Index report. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average traded near the flat line, S&P 500 futures were 0.2% lower, and Nasdaq 100 futures fell 0.25%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for October 10th.